What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video is a little bit different to what you usually get on this channel. However, this really helps me, and this is a guide that I use every single day to make sure that I'm in check when trading, or just in general in check with my own mindset and everything else on what's going on, okay? So if you're new around here, drop us a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's head into the video. So as you can see, the title of the video is called Trading Psychology to Success, okay? Now I use this on a daily basis to make sure I'm getting the maximum out of my days when trading the markets. For me, trading is 90% psychological and 10% mechanics or technique, if you like. Because if you can't get your mindset right, or you're very flustered when trading the markets and you're not cool, you're not relaxed, you can very easily lose your money, and you can very easily lose your head and turn a bad day into a very terrible day. So having your psychology down packed when trading is so important, okay? So this is the guide that I use on a daily basis to make sure that I'm in check. Okay, so first things first, number one, if you like, is make sure you're okay, okay? Now what I mean by this is, you know, in the morning when you wake up, you know, you wake up, you get out of bed, you feel a little bit groggy or you don't feel great, and then you'll get out of bed and then something will happen, like you'll stub your toe. Something else happens and you think, oh, you know what, it's going to be one of them days today. Go out into the public and then something else will happen, or you might get a parking ticket, I don't know. Everybody has them where everything is just going wrong. It happens to people quite a lot, and in a game like trading, if your mindset's already all over the place from the get-go, you really shouldn't be entering into a market if you're having one of those bad days. For one of those bad days can turn into a really bad day, especially when there's money involved. And two, your mindset's not clear. You're not going to be thinking straight when entering into the market. So if you're having a bad day, you can sit the day out. You know, it's important to understand that. Try not to trade if you're having one of those days where everything seems to be going wrong before you've even started trading. The next one for me is a relaxed environment. Now for me, this is super important. What I mean by this is that when I trade, I will come in to my office. I will walk in at, let's say, 1:45, which is 45 minutes before the market open, or an hour before the market open, and I will begin my analysis for trading that stock that particular day. If I'm trading economic news, I've already done the economic analysis that morning or the night before, so I know what I'm looking out for when trading that economic news. But for my 2:30 strategy, which is the US Open, I am in the office an hour before and I'm watching to see what it is that I'm doing. I'm marking up my charts, I'm marking up my 2%, I'm marking out how much margin I need to use, I'm putting in how much I'm using per point, just so I know. So as soon as the market opens, I'm in a chilled environment, I know what I'm doing, I'm straight in, ready to trade. I'm not at work with the phone in my hand, rushing about, trying to work out what's going on in the market, doing an analysis 5 minutes before the market opens, rushing around, not really knowing what's going on, and then just buying or selling the stock because it starts to move in that direction. If you're really experienced with trading and you can trade on your phone, then by all means do so. I trade on my phone every now and then if I'm out and about and I can't get in front of a computer. However, it's best that you're in a relaxed environment. For those of you parents, you haven't got screaming kids running around. For those of you who work, you're not running around at work. You've got a million people trying to talk to you while you're trying to trade. You're chilled out. You've got your screens in front of you and you're ready to trade. The next one, losses are a part of the game, okay? This was a big one for me because for so long, I couldn't understand or comprehend losing money. Every time I lost money, I would end up losing a lot more that day because I couldn't grasp that trading, you're going to lose at some point. It's inevitable. Unless you're the best trader in the world, even they still lose, you're going to lose at some point. And it's important to understand that trading needs to be treated like a business. What I mean by that is that business has expenses. It has income, it has expenses. The idea on how to run a successful business is to have higher income than expenses. The idea behind that with trading is to have more wins than losses. And when you do have those losses, they are as small as possible, i.e. keeping your expenses as low as possible, okay? So you need to accept the fact that when you have a losing trade, it's part of the game. Class it as some kind of expense and don't panic, all right? Come back the next day and you can trade the markets then. Okay, so probably the most important one, risk management. You heard me say this so many times. I plead with my students to make sure they have their risk management down packed. What I mean by that is 2% of the stock. If your 2% gets hit in 10 seconds after entering, you need to learn from that and know that your entry wasn't great and there was no reason for you to be entering on that particular trade. Or the stock might just want to do its own thing and you've lost on that particular day. You need to keep it at 2%. If it goes to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8%, you very, very quickly eradicate all of the hard work that you've done on that particular day. And it becomes a very pointless process trading because there's a lot of psychological stress with trading. And if you're constantly in a rat race of not making money, making money, not making money, making money, not making money, making money, really is not worth the stress because you end up having a heart attack or something. So the next one, switch your computer off. You've heard me say this again as well, okay? And it literally means if you make your 2% or you lose your 2%, switch your computer off. Do not give yourself a chance to double dip into the market, triple dip into the market, quadruple dip into the market, whatever it may be. Switch your computer off, turn it off from the mains, do whatever you got to do. You'll probably have to buy a new computer in a year's time. The amount of money that the computer will cost you compared to the amount of money that you'll lose will far outweigh that, trust me, okay? Switch your computer off. Do not have the app on your phone as well, because if you're anything like me, I literally would just switch the computer off and then go in the other room and trade it on my phone. Do not give yourself the opportunity to trade again once you switch your computer off. Very, very important. Which brings me on to my next point, no overtrading, okay? For me, I literally used to trade like the end of the world was happening tonight, okay? I would trade like there is no tomorrow. And what I mean by that is I used to put on 10, 15 trades a day and then always wonder what the hell was going on. I get sent videos or pictures of people's trading accounts and there's 10 or 15, 20 trades on there and they can't work out why they're not making money. The truth is, with trading, as you probably heard, the house always wins. So the less you're trading, the better. If you can make money trading 1 or 2 times a day, why on earth would you trade 10 or 15? I used to think that trading more, you're gonna make more. It really isn't the case. Less is more. And the strategy that I have in place allows my clients, my students and myself to be able to make money by trading 1 to 3 times a day, very, very maximum. If you haven't made money today, do not worry, the market will still be there tomorrow, all right? Again, that is my next point, the market will be there tomorrow, all right? So no overtrading, just know that the market will be there tomorrow. You're not gonna close your brokerage account down today just because you haven't traded as much. It will still be there tomorrow, so do not panic, okay? So little recap, make sure you're okay, make sure you're having a good day, really, really important. Number 2, relaxed environment. Number 3, losses are a part of the game, you have to learn to accept that. Number 4, risk management, so important. Number 5, switch that computer off. Number 6, no overtrading. 1 to 3 trades a day, maximum, get in, get out, leave the market alone. Number 7, the market will be there tomorrow. Do not panic, all right? So guys, I hope that helps, okay? I use this on a daily basis. I have it stuck on my wall. Stick it on your forehead, get it tattooed on your arm, stick it anywhere you like. It doesn't matter, I don't care. But stick to this because for me, it really, really helped. And I want you to go back to this as a checklist when you're not trading as well as you could be or something's going wrong. Because when you're emotionally involved in trading, like trading is, it's an emotional thing. When you take a step back and look at it and look at the checklist, you'll be able to see, oh, you know what, I actually overtraded that day. Or you know what, I was having a really, really bad day that day. Or my risk management was terrible that day. That's why I didn't do as well. Or that's why I'm now negative on my bank balance. Or that's why I'm now negative on my trade balance. So you can use it as a checklist. So as long as you're making sure you're not doing that same thing the next day, there'll be no reason, I can assure you, why your trading won't propel if you follow those steps to a T. If you follow those steps to a T, your trading should propel very, very quickly. You should become a very, very good trader as long as your strategy is good and you're successful at trading and you follow those psychological steps, there is no reason why your profit shouldn't start going like this. And there's only you can be truthful to say that you stick to that every single day, all right? So guys, I'm gonna love and leave you. As I said, follow me on Instagram. I'm always uploading daily content on there, on my story, about trades I'm putting on and everything else. Like and subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna love and leave you. All have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you soon.